Hey, payday, you want payday? I know that. Bad news for Canelo Alvarez. Mexican legend, the babyface assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera. He says that Canelo needs to fight David Benavidez for, you guessed it, credibility. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe to the channel, best in the business, and it's not even close. The babyface assassin, he did an interview with media, and he says Canelo's a 4-division champion, but he's missing David Benavidez. That's a fight we want to see. I believe he could fight Benavidez. People would start to give him credibility. Barrera goes on to say that he doesn't want to see Canelo cherry pick and fight Jermall Charlo. He says, personally, I don't like that. He already beat his brother. But in regards to a Munguia fight, he said it could be Munguia. That would be terrific too. End quote. Now, I love this because I told y'all and then I showed y'all. I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. You got a Mexican legend, somebody from Mexico, who is giving you a trilogy with another legend, Eric El Terrible Morales, right? And on top of that, fought Manny Pacquiao and beat Prince Nassim Hamed. He's just a G, a legend in the game, Marco Antonio Barrera. And he's saying what I've been telling you. And you see the conversations continue to grow. Is Canelo avoiding / ducking David Benavidez? And I told you this moment was coming. I told you. I let you know that the walls were closing in on Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's golfing and he's in Modesto at he did a partnership with the wine company. Those are great ventures like outside of boxing, but the reality is you're holding belts hostage. Now Canelo, he can do something. He can do what he did versus Triple G.
Hell no, guys, hey, Max's guys, this punch is nothing.
Right? Do what you did versus Triple G. If you don't like the pressure, if you have so much money where you don't have to challenge yourself and these types of things, then you could do what you did to Triple G when he was incessantly calling you out. And that's vacate the title. That decision would definitely come with a cost because it would absolutely prove that you don't want no smoke and you were avoiding and ducking David Benavidez, right? But at least you don't have the bullseye on your back. And that's how boxing should work. You have a guy like Canelo, right? The whole world is asking for a fight. We are saying we will pay for this fight. You versus David Benavidez. And the sad thing is the Canelo fans, the man fans, the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, they leave comments in my comment section and they have more confidence than Canelo and his team because they say, oh, Canelo will school David Benavidez easily, Ego. I just want to see the fight. So that's fine that that's your opinion, but you guys know me. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. I don't care about your opinion. Half of the dudes that leave comments, I don't even know you. I've never talked to you. So I don't know if your opinion on boxing is good or bad. I don't know if you have the knack for picking winners or losers. So I don't go off of any of that because if I don't know you personally and I don't know what your track record is, then you have no real like credibility when it comes to picking fights. So I'm not going to just go off of what you're telling me. But the reason why I'm saying the fans, the man fans, they have more faith in Canelo than Canelo himself is because they're saying it, but Canelo is not doing it. And if he fights Jermall Charlo next, that further illustrates this. You have ready-made guys like Barrera saying Munguia would be acceptable, basically. And he's saying, but David Benavidez, that's the fight where everyone will give you respect should you win and give you credibility. So he, as a Mexican leyenda, a legend himself, he knows that the perception, even in Mexico, is that they want to see more from Canelo. Like, you want to be up there with the greats, with the Juan Manuel Marquezes and the Moraleses and the Barreras and Julio Cesar Chavez and Salvador Sanchez. You got to do what they were doing, right? And not just pick people. Like, again, what Jermall Charlo literally had mental health issues that kept him out of the ring for 3 years. You could have fought him at 54. You could have fought him at 60. There was better, more opportune times for you to fight Jermall Charlo. So that's weak if you choose to fight him when he just fought one fight with Jose Benavidez, who was a smaller guy, and he missed weight. So he was the heavier guy, and he didn't stop him or even drop Jose Benavidez. You know, no one's really calling for that fight right now. Again, there were times where that would have been a great fight, but just like anything, it's like a job saying we're hiring, help wanted. Just because they say help wanted, it just turned February. That doesn't mean you don't have to apply, and come June or July, you want to apply to the job, and then they say, oh, we don't need anybody. You're like, hey, but wait, in February, it said help wanted. Yeah, that was in February. And this is an easy concept for anyone with the brain to understand. They wanted help in February. You waited till June or July, and they were trying to get a staff for June or July for the summertime, and you're late. So things change. They've already filled the position. And that's the thing with the Charlo fight. I wanted to see it, but I wanted to see it when Charlo was active and it made more sense. Not now. Not right now. You know what I mean? I think Charlo had to continue to show that he's even good to be boxing, right? Because he only had one fight. Really kind of hard to gauge. Like, he didn't do bad versus Benavidez, but he said he even felt ring rusty. Walls are closing in on Canelo Alvarez. Y'all can say whatever you want. Everyone wants to see him fight David Benavidez. Will he do it? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Drop me a comment. Drop him.